The Hamas terrorist group began freeing 6 more Israeli hostages in Gaza. They include 3 men who were abducted at a music festival during the October 7th terror attack, and a father whose wife and 2 young children were freed in an exchange in 2023. The release is happening despite heightened tensions after Hamas handed over a body that was misidentified as Shiri Bibas, a mother of 2. This morning, her family says remains that were returned overnight by a militant group are hers. Deborah Pata is in Jerusalem with the very latest. Deborah, good morning.
A very good morning. Well, it has certainly been an agonizing week for Israelis after Hamas failed to hand the body of Shiri Bibas over on Thursday, but her remains were eventually transferred last night.
Finally, Shiri Bibas has come home. In the early hours of this morning, braving miserable weather, mourners lined the streets to pay their respects to the young mother and her 2 dead children. This morning, another 6 living hostages were released. 4 more bodies are expected to be handed over this coming week. Then that's it. The 6-week truce ends. Talks to extend the ceasefire for a second round have not even officially started yet. At stake, Hamas wants Israeli troops to withdraw from Gaza, Israel wants the territory demilitarized, and Hamas out. But look at today. Hamas fighters taking every opportunity to flex their military muscle. The families of those still captive in Gaza are insisting negotiations must go ahead. Like Yael Alexander, whose son Edan is thought to be the last living American hostage.
This is the nightmare. If suddenly they decided, okay, it's not working, let's stop, and that's it. No releases of hostages. This will be disaster for us, the families.
The cry for the ceasefire to hold is echoed across the ruins of Gaza. Waheba Muhaysin lost her husband and 3 sons during more than 15 months of war. She lives in a tent near what used to be her home. We've had enough of war, she told us. I've lost so much. Like so many here, she yearns only for a lasting peace.
More than 600 Palestinians jailed in Israel will be freed in exchange for today's hostages, and they include 50 serving life sentences. Errol?
Deborah, thank you for that. And a programming note for you. President Trump's Middle East envoy, Steve Witkoff, will be one of the guests on Face the Nation tomorrow. You can catch that right here on CBS.